Welcome to Mr. Erbac's Gaming, and Mr. Erbac's Gaming presents Top 5.
Konami, best known for their home console classics, they had a fair amount of games in the arcade. In fact, most of Konami's console classics, they were ports of their arcade classics. So train, grab your rifle, a stick, your nunchucks, your sword, and get in your spaceship. Alright, forget all that. Just roll in with your controller.
Here, try this.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Erbac. Yes, I need it.
As I look at my top 5 home console ports of Konami arcade classics, I'm not necessarily saying which games are better overall. I'm talking about the quality of the port and how good Konami did converting the arcade version to a less powerful console.
Hey, Erbac, let me get on that.
There's only room for 2 players. I mean, these are the console ports, not the arcade.
And I got next.
Number 5.
First game in the Gradius series where the player maneuvers a spacecraft known as the Vic Viper was released in 1985. It would be ported to the Famicom and NES in 1986. Because of hardware limitations of the console, many of the level designs were simplified, and the highest amount of options that the player can upgrade to went from 4 to only 2. This game would introduce the Konami code, up, up, down, down, left, right, BA start. Inputting it while pausing the game, the player receives all power-ups. Game developer Kazuhisa Hashimoto actually found the game too difficult during playtesting, so that's when he created the famous Konami cheat code. If you don't have the patience or skill for a shooter like this, you'll definitely need it.
Number 4.
Classic run-and gun shooter Contra was a decent and challenging hit, in my opinion. Much more fun to play on the NES. The controls simply feel more responsive and fluid. I think you can tell just watching a video of the game. Bill and Lance do lose their individual character design because of graphical limitations. The Famicom version in Japan is actually better than the NES version. It has cutscenes and extra music track, and environmental effects were removed from the NES version.
Number 3.
When Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles came out in the arcades, Konami of course planned on porting the arcade hit to households. The Super Nintendo would not come out till 1991, so Konami would have the challenge of porting it to the 8-bit NES. Konami would more than meet the challenge and provide an 8-bit version of the arcade classic with extra content, including 2 extra levels that featured 2 brand new bosses. Konami did an excellent job making a port almost as good as its arcade counterpart, despite hardware limitations.
Pizza power! Bloated beanbag!
Number 2.
Konami's arcade sequel to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles would get a much better port of this game thanks to the Super Nintendo's 16-bit upgraded machine. Although missing some voice samples and animation, it makes up for it with a new stage and new bosses. With the SNES Mode 7, it changes up the hoverboard stage.
Number 1.
The sequel to Contra, Super Contra, retains the same gameplay format, only getting rid of the pseudo 3D segments and replacing them with vertically scrolling stages with an overhead view. The player can also control the height of their jump. This gameplay addition would not be included in Super C for the NES, and it didn't need to. Once again, the NES version plays better than the arcade counterpart. As was the case with Contra and the NES, the only thing that separates the two players as far as looks in the game is red and blue colors. But this game is longer, with more stages and more bosses, just like in Contra and the NES. I just think this game in general is more fun than the original Contra and the NES, and the 2 arcade Contras.
Honorable mention.
The Sega Mega Drive / Sega Genesis version of Sunset Riders is a nice conversion of the arcade western game, but has a lot of changes. Only 2 of the 4 main characters show up here, Billy Cool and Cormano Wild. The controls are identical to the arcade, but it adds an extra shooter button. One allows the player to walk and shoot at the same time, the other keeps the player still. Only 4 of 8 bosses appear, and the 4 chapters are divided into 2 stages. There are other changes too, but it has a 2-player mode as well.
Honorable mention.
Compared to the Genesis version, the Super Nintendo version has few changes, but it does have censorship, which the Genesis version did not have. Hunted dogs were taken out, Native American enemies were replaced with regular outlaws, and Chief Scalpum was renamed Chief Wigwam, among other changes deemed quote-unquote offensive. Okay, I will concede this is a very good game, despite the censorship. Censorship is more infuriating these days because of the cancel culture going on. Both of these are worthy honorable mentions, but if you had to pick one, I'd pick the Genesis one that doesn't worry about offending a particular group. Just a side note, Sunset Riders has been re-released on modern day consoles, but even that version of the arcade hit has been censored. So put your 6-shooter down and grab your Sega Genesis controller.
Thank you for watching.